This is the Dyson DC-59 Animal, and we're going to talk about it next on the Geek Smack Review. Welcome to the Geek Smack Review. Jeffrey Powers from Geekazine, where we review products, interview people, and a whole bunch more. Check it out over at Geekazine.com, Think Magazine, Put in a Geek, or YouTube.com/Geekazine. The Dyson DC-59 Animal is a versatile vacuum that's lightweight and with an improved battery can clean whatever room you need. Kind of like my whole house. Dyson believes the DC-59 will finally say goodbye to owning bigger closet space-taking vacuums. With multiple attachments, you can clean the floors, then clean the drapes, and finally the couches and chairs, whatever you need. The DC-59 also comes with a max power button, which you can press for those power vacuuming jobs. The V6 motor is 1.5 times better than the previous. Without pressing the max button, you can get around 26 minutes of cleaning time. The charging station can be wall mounted, so you have a fully charged vacuum right at your fingertips. The wall mount holds the vacuum and attachments, making it a one-stop cleaning station. But in all, let's face it, geeks, it looks pretty darn sci-fi, doesn't it? The DC-59 is only 4.4 pounds and is engineered for balanced weight. That way it doesn't feel top-heavy when you're trying to vacuum the cobwebs off of the ceiling, yet you can still climb a step stool with the device in hand. I was able to walk around the whole house, getting all the nooks and crannies that I couldn't get with my upright because the hose wasn't long enough. If you have higher ceilings, the DC-59 can come up with you on a ladder so you can get all those tough-to-reach spaces. I was also able to leave my screens in place while I took off a layer of cobwebs and dirt. That's 10 times better than having to pull all the screens down and clean them off by hand. The interesting design gives the DC-59 Animal 15 cylinders, which creates 15 individual cyclones. This technology, along with the floor and head attachment, can pick up fine dust and dirt on hard floors. I even tested it with some flour. It also means that the dust and dirt separates and ends up in the bin rather than passing through and sticking on the filter. Speaking of the filter, it comes out easy. You can wash it in cold water, no detergent, and you do it about once a month. Once cleaned off, it takes about 24 hours to dry, then just put it right back in the vacuum and go. Now when we come back, I'll take a look at all the positives, all the negatives on the DC-59 Animal vacuum by Dyson. So we looked at all the specs, but is the Dyson DC-59 Animal ready to get rid of that closet monster? First of all, the power in the standard mode is only 26 minutes, enough to vacuum and dust about 2 rooms. If you're trying to get a house ready for guests, especially if you have to use that max power mode, you might not get the house ready in time. That bin is a little difficult to open when you're trying to keep it over the trash can. Further, you need to tap it a few times to get the bigger bunnies out of the vacuum. I had dust sticking out of the bin after trying to empty it a couple times as well. Like I said before, the DC-59 Animal comes with 4 attachments, but only places to put 2 attachments, with the vacuum itself being a 3rd spot. Still, this leaves 1 attachment to possibly get lost. The other issue is really just price. This would be a perfect studio, apartment, college dorm, or other area vacuum. However, the $399 price tag might not justify it. Dyson does offer a lower priced DC-58 for $199, which is more palatable, but doesn't have as much power as the Animal. The max power mode is nice, but doesn't work really well if you have to vacuum on fabric items. If I run max power over my area rug, the vacuum begins to bear down and make it harder to vacuum, stutters a lot. I also cannot run max power mode on curtains, for they basically suck it up and stick to the wand. in all, the Dyson DC-59 Animal is a powerful vacuum and definitely replaceable to the other vacuums in certain tests. I like how I don't have to fuddle with this filter as much as my upright, which always seemed to be a big task to clean and figure out how to put it back together. Best part, if you need more power, you can always get the DC-59 motor head, which gives you even more features, such as direct drive cleaner head, and is able to actually tackle your messy car. And of course, it just looks like some geeky gun from the future, so you might even be able to get your kids to vacuum the room from time to time. And that is the Dyson DC-59 Animal. What do you think? Do you have one? Do you use it? Do you use Dyson vacuums? Do you have other vacuum cleaners? Let me know. Twitter me over at Geekazine. Think magazine, put in a geek. Of course, geekazine@gmail.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for checking it out over at Geekazine or youtube.com/Geekazine. We'll see you next time on the Geek Smack Review. My name is Jeffrey Powers, and until then, you guys geek out.